Alright, I hear you. So let's see what happens here on the MFD. The GPS is gonna update, so you might see another message. And we'll see if that error appears, which I've seen in the past.
Can get 80s in the meantime.
Yep, we could do that. Switch the whole thing to COM2, so hit mic. Yep, and then flip-flop.
Contact you, information uniform.
Alright, so you see this one says expires 27th February.
Yeah.
Telegraph information uniform 1947 Zulu, wind calm.
Go ahead and hit enter. Let's see if this thing updates or anything.
Now it will tell us something about mismatch and like lack of synchronization.
Or it should have already. Oh yeah, see that?
Ah, yep.
Yeah. So you see that? Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. If you want, you can take a picture of it.
Oh hell yeah!
So I've seen this once before. It basically happens when the database on the day the database has updates.
Yeah.
And the two are out of sync. So this one is nothing. That one is going to show this weird message. So what you got to do is turn off avionics.
Just like that?
So before we turn it off, yeah, we'll turn off avionics.
Yeah.
And you will also have to turn off the standby and the master because it powers the PFD, right? So we have to turn off everything and just restart the whole system.
Okay. So avionics.
Yeah, I just wait for the system to boot up before making a power change to it, just to prevent any sort of transient.
Alright, we're back. COM2 is not online yet. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
It looks like a regular.
Where's the any key?
It's like a PC.
I wonder what it's running behind the scenes.
This GPS update market I've listened to a safety seminar, so now you see it's.
All right. Yep. Okay. And now we are up to date.
It's pretty. They have to gather all worldwide changes into a database update. So it's pretty crazy the way I've listened to one seminar once. It's pretty amazing how they all do it. All right,
somebody have to come into the airplane and sweep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Switch the SIM card.
Yeah, we've not got to Wi-Fi updates.
Better not.
All right, let's get.
Okay, so back to 8 is.
Taxi Mike close between Golf Vegas and Taxiway Lima. Runway 3012 Vassie, out of service. Numerous cranes in the vicinity of the airfield. Has this information available on high-watt satellite service frequencies? Advise contact, you have information uniform. Telegraph information uniform 1947 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 8, altimeter 3024. Visual post runway 30 in use. All IFR aircraft contact ground control 10 miss, prior taxi. Nest Airman, taxi Mike close between Golf Vegas and Taxiway Lima. Runway 3012 Vassie, out of service. Numerous cranes in the vicinity of the airfield. Has this information available on high-watt satellite service frequencies? Advise contact, you have information uniform.
All right, we have information uniform. Okay. Flaps are up, cabin defrost, and the cabin air is as required. Avionics is on, comm radios are set. Yes, we have ground and tower on comm 1. Actually, I'm going to switch over to that in a second. 8 has been obtained. PFD standby have been set. Autopilot I just set as part of this, right? It's not like the other airplane.
Autopilot?
We don't need to set autopilot altimeter. It's integrated.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Taxi clearance, PR squawk code is 1200, and taxi and strobes are on. Okay, let's ask for the taxi clearance. I'm gonna switch over to COM 1.
No, we stay on COM 2. We have ground on COM 2.
Do I want to do that?
Yes.
Carlos ground 060.
Remember we want to test out the transmitter.
That's right.
Silicon Valley Aviation, here's the tower.
System 60, Papa San Carlos, taxi via Juliet.
A reminder,
Papa via Juliet, thank you.
a reminder for myself is that we want to do the taxi clearance on COM 2 to test that transmission actually works.
COM 2, yeah.
Okay. Are we doing a Hillsdale?
We could. You want to try Woodside?
Sure, why not?
To make it different, yeah. Let's do a Woodside departure.
What do we call this? Flight school parking lot?
Flight center.
Flight center, that's right.
Flight center.
All right. San Carlos ground, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30 at Flight Center parking for a Woodside departure with information uniform.
Bay Flight 30, San Carlos, gone, runway 30, run up, taxi via Juliet.
Taxi via Juliet 230, run up, Bay Flight 30. Okay. Exit checklist, brakes, compass, HSI. Okay, we're gonna test all of this. Let's go, let's test the brakes first. I'm gonna release parking brakes. Everything is clear, let's go. Okay, do you want to test the brakes?
Yep.
Your controls?
My controls. Hit your controls.
All right, my controls. Let's taxi out of here. Got another day with no wind, isn't that crazy? All right.
Careful what you say. It's gonna change.
That's right.
Hey, I know the winds are dead. Just look at the direction and do a crosswind taxi.
Oh yeah.
If the winds were to be blowing from there.
Okay, so drive away. Well, it's actually coming from the front.
Yep, correct. That's right. The power back just a little bit. We're slightly fast.
Oh yeah.
Ground left and Delta Mike, going to Mike.
0499 Delta Mike, San Carlos, contact parking via Juliet.
Via Juliet to Mike, thanks.
All right. Back to 900. And parking brake is set. Right, we're going to do the run-up. Aircraft is positioned in run-up. Nose wheel is straight, brakes are held, fuel selector valve is on both. System fuel quantity, let's set that. We were at 35 gallons total. It's 17 and 18 per side, so 16, 25.
Just hit 35, you see that?
Ah, nice, okay.
So you have those numbers for, you hit gallons remaining?
For
It
convenience.
says tabs, this is 4 tanks.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Cute, all right. Awesome. Electric pitch stream. Up. Okay, confirmed working. Let's test the autopilot. So first the flight director is on. Autopilot is on. Let's set. Okay, controls are stiff. And the disengage. Yeah, disengaged. All right.
Want to check?
CWS, yeah. I want to check that
Do
I can
that.
override it. Okay, that's
And then
good.
heading mode.
Heading mode now. And
What I want you to do is set present heading first and then do heading mode, just as to build.
oh, yeah, because you don't want it to take the
memory.
initiative first.
Yeah,
That
on
makes
the
sense.
ground it doesn't matter, but I just want you to build that first.
Okay.
It's not in heading mode. There you go. That's it.
Oh, it is. Okay, excellent. Okay. Good. 300 since we're at it. Okay.
Yeah. And then you see how that FD is turning left? Yeah, there you go.
Cool. That's a Tabria. Elevator trim control set for takeoff position, confirmed. Flight controls. Right, or free and correct. Alt static valve. We observe a little change in indicated altitude. There is no red X on the PFD and MFD anymore. We fixed that. And standby instruments are indicating correctly.
So that's airspeed 0, altitude level.
Yeah.
Watching it at
And no
turn
Carlos
and pitch,
Brown,
and then
Skyhawk 380, Sierra Papa Juliet, request taxi to the 30 run-up area, and I would like a Coyote Hills departure. I have uniform.
30 Papa
Going to do the run-up?
runway 30 run-up, taxi via Juliet.
So but whenever you're adding power, think about
via
mixture
Juliet.
first. What do you do? You do the mixture and then throttle. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and then we're going to go to 1800. 1800, magneto test. 90 drop. Both drops are present and acceptable. The temperature is rising, all the instruments are in the green, we have vacuum. We are gonna... Okay, we have charging, we're gonna go back to power idle and verify that the engine doesn't die. The vacuum annunciator coming up, here we go. Engine doesn't die, and we're gonna go back to 900. And we're gonna lean it back up. Okay. Alright, run up is complete. Prep checklist. Should we check the RAM and everything?
No, that's fine.
Alright. We are in GPS mode. CommNav and radios are set, so at this stage I think we can move over to COM1.
Yep. So now you move to what? So yeah. So just to keep something in mind, it's a very tiny thing. If you're on ground,
yeah,
and you switch to COM1 and tower is not active, momentarily you get off any tower or ground frequency.
Okay.
Okay. So before you switch this, go here, make the frequency active, and make the audio panel active. Because temporarily, for a few seconds, you're off ground, you're not on tower.
Okay.
In case they call you in that time frame,
that's right.
You're going to not hear anything.
That's a good point.
Okay, so whenever you make those frequency changes, just think about that.
Okay.
And then just figure out what should you do first.
Okay.
Okay, that's just a very tiny thing, but it's important.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so switch it back, switch to COM. Yeah, nope.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Okay, so first I'm gonna switch.
Nope.
1216, right?
That is ground.
Yeah.
19 is tower. So go up to tower. Flip-flop tower to active.
Oh yeah, change that.
No. Well, you already got tower active, right?
Yeah.
If you hit COM1, then tower will be active frequency.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to ground there.
Okay, so I just do this.
Yeah. So now you're on tower.
Roger, again, are
sense?
you requesting flight following auto?
You understand what happened?
You want to resume your
I
navigation
figured
now?
I wanted to have...
I'll resume my own navigation now.
Hold on.
186 Expressway, thanks.
Figured I wanted to have the same frequency on COM1 master.
Oh, that was not my intention. My intention is to tell you that if you're switching to COM1, switch directly to tower frequency.
Yeah.
Don't be in a situation where this is something else.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want that,
Okay.
right? Because you're not on ground, not on tower.
Oh, I see.
That's my point. So before you change the COM selector,
Yeah, just go up
make
there, flip
that active, and
Yeah.
then if you go COM1, you're fine because now you're on San Carlos tower frequency.
Okay, that
That
makes
was
sense.
my point. So you don't have to make that go there.
I thought you also talked about you wanted them to match.
No.
All right.
No,
Okay,
that's
cool.
not my intention.
Okay. We don't need a GPS flight plan. Squawk code is 1200. Heading bug is already set to runway heading. Altitude selector, shall we set it for...
Let's do 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can climb and maintain 2,000 on a Woodside departure.
Sounds great. Takeoff briefing. Actually, that's a good opportunity to talk about that. So Woodside departure, we're going to take a right downwind, and then turn over like the Oracle pool, whatever it is.
So which turn are you talking about?
This, like that Diamond Lake.
I mean diamond-shaped waterway.
Diamond-shaped waterway. That's exactly what I meant.
That is on the crosswind.
Okay.
Or you see those buildings that look like a database symbol?
Yeah.
That's Oracle, right?
Yeah.
So that is after the diamond-shaped waterway.
Okay.
That is your crosswind turn that you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so your crosswind turn is after the diamond-shaped waterway.
Okay.
Pretty much over Oracle. You turn downwind, and you continue downwind, and the next turn is Woodside Road. That's why it's a Woodside departure.
Right.
And Woodside Road here on your chart is, is this little road.
Oh, the juncture here? Okay.
So what you will see there is, you see where the salt flats are?
Oh, I remember from yesterday.
Yeah, so the road of the salt flats that leads to 101, on the other side it's Woodside Road.
Okay.
And it's about 2 miles from the airport. And as you reach Woodside Road, you'll clear the wing and turn, and you'll keep Woodside Road off to your right.
Okay.
You go beyond the road.
Okay.
Cool, and you maintain 2,000. Why? Because this Bravo is...
Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, this Bravo is 2,300.
23. Okay.
This
So
Bravo is our Delta. This is our second Bravo, is 3,000.
3,000, yeah.
And then it is 4,000.
There it is. Okay.
No. Okay, so when you turn, when you go on downwind, it's 2,000. You turn. I usually wait till I cross 101 and then I just start a climb because by then, Bravo has stepped up almost. It's at 3 and then 4.
Okay.
I usually wait till to cross 101.
Yeah.
Here's 101. By the time you cross 101, you're in the 23,000 foot shelf. And then by the time you cross 101, you're in the 3,000 foot shelf.
Okay.
And then you start a climb out of 2,000, then you can just continue climbing out.
Yeah.
Because then the Bravo steps up to 4,000 pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
All right.
Gonna switch over now.
Emergency
to tower.
procedure on takeoff?
Oh, emergency procedure for takeoff. We're gonna take off on runway 30. If we experience engine failure before liftoff, we're just going to land on the runway.
Well, when you say before liftoff, there's no landing.
Yes.
So if it's before liftoff, you cut the power, apply brakes.
Cut the power, apply brakes, and we stay on the runway. If it's immediately after liftoff, but we still have usable runway, we do land on the runway after setting power to idle. If we have run out of usable runway, we're gonna land straight ahead. If we are under safe altitude is gonna be 1,000 feet for us today.
Okay.
And I have a hard time seeing the windsock. I think there is a slightly.
So there's one windsock right here, in front of your eyes.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
this is the approach and windsock. Then there's a midfield windsock where you see just it's in line with the building by the hangars.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's just they are in totally different directions.
The wind is completely dead right now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter which way you turn.
Okay, so let's just turn right.
Yeah, it's going to be a right turn anyway, so we can just turn right.
Yeah, because that's our. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. And when we say safe altitude, you said 1,000, right?
1,000 feet.
Sounds good.
That's right.
And what's your pitch for what's the best glide speed?
4. 7. Oh, best glide. 68.
Yeah, it's right there in front.
Oh,
cheat
it says. Okay.
Okay, so it's 68 at max gross weight. So at least 68, if not lower, because we're not at max gross weight.
That's right.
Okay, so pitch for 68. And to pitch for 68, when you climb out, you actually have to dump the nose. You actually have to push it forward.
Yep.
Otherwise, it'll lead to a stall.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Next on the checklist.
Cabin power 12 switch is off. Takeoff briefing is complete. Well, the flight prep checklist is complete.
Takeoff.
Pre-takeoff flaps are 0. Fuel pump switch is off. Cabin doors and windows are going to be secured shortly. Strobe light switch is on, and time is 12:20. Okay. I'm gonna call tower.
Before you call, verify what you're on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so anytime you're going to press that button, you can read what your cheat sheet, that's fine, but take a peek. Am I on the right frequency? Am I on the right comm?
Absolutely right. I was still reviewing my calls. All right, we're on tower. Let's listen in before calling.
And then what I also do is I check the volume if I don't hear anything. So turn the knob and just set the volume to about 35. That's
35.
good.
German to 40 Bravo, runway 30 cleared for the option.
Fort Juliet Bravo, cleared for the option, runway 30.
Okay, it's looking good. San Carlos Tower, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30 at 30 run up for a Woodside departure.
Carlos Tower, runway 30.
Our last calling, say again. Here to see.
Bay Flight 30, did you call tower?
Bay Flight 30 affirmative, we're ready for departure and your radio's coming in pretty choppy.
Bay Flight 30, hold short, runway 30.
Hold short 30, Bay Flight 30.
It's their radio, right?
Yeah, it didn't sound good, right?
I actually thought it was somebody else calling in.
Yeah.
Holding short 30. See traffic in bays.
Okay, don't do inching forward. Just stop with a decent bit of clearance. What happens when you start to do that inching forward, tower might see you can keep getting close. You don't want to do that. You want to bring it to a stop and then just stop.
Okay.
Yep.
transmission?
It was not to us, it was 4 Juliet.
7040 Bravo, contact ground.
Hang on.
Ground 4 Juliet, bro.
Safe flight 30, Woodside departure, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Runway 30, clear for takeoff, Bayfly 30.
Good. Right. Final looks clear. In the runway. Lights. Camera. Action. Right. Back pressure. Instruments in the green, airspeed is alive.
Hold that right rudder, don't let it go.
Out of usable runway, pitching for VY. Ooh.
San Carlos Tower, Skyhawk 380, Sierra Papa at the 30 off area. We're ready for a Coyote Hills departure.
Here is diamond shaped waterway.
Is it my time to turn?
That's your time to turn, yeah.
Right,
right.
Clear left.
San Carlos Tower, right down
Clear right.
Crescent Coyote Hills departure, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 380, Sierra Papa.
Clear. And roll again. Turn. More right rudder there as you roll into a right turn with a climb, okay? Climbing right turn.
Safe altitude.
Okay. And keep that turn going. 30-degree bank, don't let it shallow. There you go.
San Carlos Tower, experimental 8904, Joliet Bravo at 30. Taxi takeoff, closed pattern.
Toronto 40 Bravo, roger, runway 30, clear for takeoff, right close
Try to look for Woodside Road.
Okay, experimental
my control.
8904, Joliet
Controls.
Bravo. Cleared for takeoff, runway 30.
I'm just going to stop climbing momentarily so you can
Toronto 40
see.
Bravo, just for your info, all taxi backs are done on the tower side.
Alright, do you see the salt flat?
The taxiway here for shipping, that's why we...
Yep, do you see the edge? There's a road.
Sign is but you exited right, so
That it?
I thought
Okay.
you were
Yeah,
terminating.
That's not Woodside Road, that is Seaport Boulevard.
Okay.
But that road goes to 101,
I see it.
and it intersects there. You see that? You see that interchange?
External 40 Bravo, affirmative.
And the road on the other side going up the hill, that's Woodside Road.
That's Woodside Road. Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
And so, for your reference, it's hard to see that. So you can use this reference on the left side, knowing that that's going to go to 101. And then as you reach this point, when you look in the distance, you'll see Woodside Road going up the hill.
That's right.
You can see that, right? It's a bigger, wider road.
Oh yeah, it's pretty clear.
It's pretty clear now. So then, as you reach the road, you clear the wing and you turn and keep the road off to your right.
Okay, sounds good.
So what your controls, you can pick up a reference left of Woodside Road and then you can fly it there. You're right.
Okay.
This is it. Now, as you turn, then you get a good view of the interchange and everything.
Yeah. A little too steep.
That is good. That is 30-degree bank. And so now you know what the road is, so you go level off here, wings level here, and at 1,500 feet, we can keep climbing now.
Okay.
No issues.
High power. Check for climb.
Traffic at about 7 o'clock, 300 feet higher. So we're climbing. So why don't you level off just temporarily so we don't start being at the same altitude as we approach each other. It's kind of hazy, it's going to be hard to see. Go ahead and angle right. Actually, now keep climbing, we're at the same altitude. That's going to bug them. Right, and turn right. Yeah, turn right.
Turn right?
Yeah.
Feet.
Yeah, keep the climb going. Keep it climbing.
Climbing?
Yep.
I don't see him still.
That's fine. But as long as, if you know there's altitude separation, you're not going to hit each other, right? So keep that climb going. If you see he's just below you,
traffic.
Just keep the climb going and turn away from them. So that's your collision avoidance. So if you don't see him and here you see he's kind of going across, you won't be able to see him because he's right below your nose. So just keep the climb going. And we're outside of airspace issues, so no problem. I have him inside.
Do you see him?
Yep.
Cool. I'll climb to what, 3,000?
Let's do 3,500.
3,500.
Hey, is that a fire?
Oh, it could. Wow, yeah. You wanna go check it out?
We could. You don't want to get too close because
probably,
if
yeah,
they,
not a very good idea.
Deploy firefighters. Firefighting airplanes.
Okay, we're over slack. At 3,000.
Fort Juliet Bravo, turn at base, runway 30.
Fort Juliet Bravo, runway 30, clear for the option.
Fort Juliet Bravo, clear for the option, runway 30.
Heading correction?
No, just maintain present heading. That's fine.
Should I not turn off my landing lights?
You could turn it off.
Traffic.
Traffic, 10 o'clock, in sight.
I have eyes.
Okay.
Okay, approaching 3,500. We're heading directly for the fire.
Yeah. Pull the power back. Probably being reported, but I'm gonna just tell the tower, okay? That's not gonna start Bay Flight 30.
Bay Flight 30, go ahead.
Bay Flight 30, we are close to Woodside VOR. We see smoke in the distance on a southeasterly heading by on the mountains by the coast. I'm just not sure if it's reported, but I'll let you guys know.
Bay Flight 30, right. That's way outside of any jurisdiction around here, but I'll let the San Mateo County know.
Thanks. All right. Go ahead and turn right. Just go wing level for a second. Yeah. Just go wings level for a second.
Oh, God. See that, y'all? Jesus.
Actually, I did not. I was just looking to give a tower position of that fire. It's probably south, 25 miles south of Woodside Viewer. And Tower BFI 30, the position of that smoke would be approximately 25 miles south of Woodside Viewer.
Say again?
The position of that smoke we see would be approximately 25 miles south of Woodside Viewer.
20, so by the water?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the mountains, but it's close to the coast.
Synchro with Air Helicopter 6220 Alpha 600 feet, doing photo work. Coming up on our first station right now. Next one is out towards Crystal Springs, then close to your field.
There was one time in Texas I was flying near El Paso, and there's not a lot out there, and there was a mountain range, and on the other side of the mountain range we saw smoke, and we're like,
Last call is San Carlos again.
maybe somebody reported it or not, I don't know, but I'm going to report it anyway.
It actually seems like a good idea.
Alpha Roger, advise when you're ready to relocate.
And so we reported it.
3021.
And then next day we got to know that we were the first ones to report it.
Oh, really?
And because we reported it, somebody went there and they could save some structures. Otherwise, everything would have burned down. So that's why I'm like, maybe it's been reported, but I don't care. I'll just report it anyway.
Full stop on this one for runway 30.
740 Bravo, runway 30.
So with that, you can see the direction of the wind, right?
Oh, that's right.
Third left, runway 30.
Bay Flight 30, frequency change approved. I already let the San Mateo County know.
Sounds good. Bay Flight 30.
What did you say?
I've let the county know.
Helicopter Sierra Alpha off station. Next one's out towards Crystal Springs, but then we'll work our way back into the Delta. Sierra Alpha.
Helicopter 2 Alpha Roger.
All right, cool.
You're going to re-enter the Delta.
We'll call Sierra.
All right, we're getting there.
So traffic, on the scope we see is 500 feet below at about 1 to 2 o'clock, so we'll try to look for it. Looks like they're descending. But they're just off the water, right? So that's where I would kind of try to focus. Do you see it?
No. I think that was just a wave. Unless it's a helicopter.
And now they're kind of perpendicular, flying back inland. Turning away.
I don't see it.
Okay, alright, no worries. They're heading the other way and they're 1,000 feet lower, so.
Turn?
Yeah, let's turn southbound. And you can see fog in the distance over the ocean, see that?
Yeah. Roll out here, I guess?
Yep, that's fine. And as you roll out, release that back pressure. See how the nose is up high? And you roll out.
We climbed a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, why did we climb? Because as you apply the back pressure,
then I didn't release it.
Then release it. So as you roll out, release the back pressure.
Okay.
It's in somewhere in the middle of that mountain. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just saying it's like in between that mountain range. There's another mountain behind it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do slow flight.
Flight, so APAMCO first. We are in a pretty steady configuration. We should do our clearing turns first.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Does it matter left or right or left?
What do you think?
I'm gonna do right. This is like turning away from the sun.
Okay. So sun is one thing. The other thing is, or you could do a 180.
Do a 180.
Right?
Okay.
Then you'll point away from the sun.
Okay.
So yeah, think about where would you most likely find traffic.
Oh yeah, definitely coming in from land, right? So
Not too much out there.
yeah, that's true.
And
okay.
also it's easier to spot stuff off the coast.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's pretty hard to see traffic with this like, complex terrain and mountains and stuff.
Yep. Hey, that was a good rollout. Good job.
Okay. Oh, we didn't lose too much altitude either.
Oh, you
Cool.
did. I did not see the yaw issue that you had earlier.
Yeah, I'm
And
trying
you-
to fight it.
Yeah, and you relaxed the back pressure too. That was good.
Okay, cool. So
Okay.
we're gonna reduce power now.
Okay. And what's your outside reference?
1500. My that the first peak.
Peak. Okay. Can you use something higher? You have some clouds.
We have clouds actually. Okay, I picked a cloud.
Okay, good.
To 1500. The stall warning. Okay.
You forget anything?
The flaps, but I'm trying to stabilize it first.
Okay.
Okay. Flaps 10.
Really, we do flaps earlier. I mean, it's not a. There's no perfect way to do it, but usually as you start slowing down, you put the flaps in
Oh, okay. Okay.
earlier than now. Okay, you see how it yawed?
Yeah.
As you've pitched up and you added power, it just yawed. So make sure you put right rudder whenever the nose is pitching up. Watch for the yaw, expect it. Or power, expect it. Right, that traffic is again on our nose, so why don't we turn away from it? So give me a left turn.
Left turn.
So clear left. Watch the nose, it's a lot more mushier. Adverse yaw is a lot more prominent. Get rid of the stall warning horn. So to do that, pitch forward a tiny bit. Oh, I don't see this airplane. Okay, and keep the turn going. Don't roll out, keep the turn going.
I'm just keeping the bank shallow.
Okay, alright. And you probably have too much power now. You see how your airspeed is built up? Yeah, usually with full flaps, in these airplanes, but 1800 to 2000 works to keep it level. If you go 2200, then what's going to happen is your speed will build up.
Right.
Okay. So we do say pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, but what's going to happen is there's an interplay between the two, so eventually your speed will slowly creep up. Alright, let's roll out. Alright, so to do slow flight, in terms of how it's done on the check ride, it's done at just above stall warning speed. And
55.
you get 50. So in this airplane, so if you let's go and figure out where the stall warning comes on. So just keep slowly applying back pressure and wait. See how the nose is yawing. Don't let it yaw. Right rudder. Good. And you'll see just at about 50 and below it'll activate. I'll keep going. There. Can you hear it coming on?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's right at about the 50 knots mark. So If you keep it between 50 and 60, you are good in terms of check ride standards, okay?
Okay.
In terms of learning, we can play around and do more than 60, less than 60, but just so you know, that's where slow flight is usually done.
Okay.
As far as check ride goes. Okay? And then the airplane is slower, you feel it more mushy. The moment it goes into the 60s and 70s, the mushiness starts to go away.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? So the intent of slow flight is to feel that mushiness, control sloppiness, and control it. Okay? Alright, give me a right turn this time.
Right turn.
Right turn. You're right. And watch the nose. See how it's yawing off to the left? Don't let it.
Adding a little bit of power so that I don't lose altitude.
Okay.
Controlling pitch for speed.
And go ahead and roll out. Where is this damn airplane? Oh, finally I got it inside.
You see it?
Yeah. They're turning away, no problem. Alright, let's practice a descent in slow flight.
Descent in slow flight.
So let's just pull the power back. And let's practice a descent at 65. And that's, or let's do it at, yeah, let's do it at 65 and then we'll do 70. Okay?
Okay.
And the reason I'm having you do it at those targets is that's what landing approach speed is like. Okay? So you would pull the power back a little more. This, when you, yeah.
Targeting 500?
Well, I'm not targeting a particular rate of descent right now. Let's do 70 knots. So the reason I'm giving you these targets is on when you will eventually do landings,
Yeah.
you will want to hit a target airspeed. Okay, so to hit a target airspeed, keep your pitch stable. So look at the horizon and keep your pitch rock stable. And then power controls glide angle, or altitude, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go into land, you'll have a runway in front of you. Right now you don't. But this is what landing approach feels like.
Okay.
You want to keep a constant pitch, and then if you reduce the power now, go ahead and reduce the power, but hold the pitch a little stable. Don't let it go down too much. You'll see you'll start sinking, and the airspeed drops. So then you'll have to pitch the nose forward to maintain your airspeed.
Yeah.
If you add power, go ahead and add power. Good. You see how that shallows your descent rate?
It does.
It does. Okay, so when you're coming into land, that's what we do. Okay, if you want to reach the runway, you add power. If you're overshooting the runway, you reduce power.
Okay.
And we adjust the pitch, tiniest pitch, to hold your airspeed.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and start. Let's transition into a climb. Okay, so go full power. Control that pitch, and let's just climb in slow flight for now. And pitch up. All right, good.
Let's slow down a little more.
Yep. So just pitch it up higher. All right, and stop climbing. All right, give me a left turn.
Turn, clearing left.
Okay. Watch the nose. Don't let it yaw in the opposite direction, or even in the same direction. Good. Shallow bank. All right, give me 10 degrees of bank by looking outside. Good. All right, roll out on Mount Diablo when you see it.
Oh, yeah. They still be climbing?
Level altitude. You see we overshot, right? So
Yeah.
make sure before you reach your target heading, you start rolling out.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, good. Okay, so we're going to practice you know, how you, my nose is yawing, you see that? Don't let it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. What it's like to do a go-around, and it's very similar to how you recover from slow flight or you recover from a power-off stall, right?
Okay.
So you apply full power, flaps 20, right? Build airspeed.
Yeah.
Flaps, start climbing, flaps 10, and flaps up.
Okay.
It's the same thing in a go-around.
Yep.
It's nothing different.
The
Okay?
recovering part of a of slow flight.
Is very of slow flight, power-off stall, and a go-around.
Yeah.
Is very similar.
Okay.
The only exception is in slow flight, we're maintaining altitude. We're not climbing or descending.
Okay.
Because you're in slow flight. In a power-off stall, because you've stalled, you're in a descent. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
When you're approaching to land, you are not stalled. You're just in a descent, and your idea is to get back to a climb. Okay, so the procedure is the same.
Okay.
Except slow flight, you just maintain altitude. Okay. All right. So establish a descent at. You can do it at this airspeed. That's fine. Or maybe a little higher airspeed.
A little higher?
Yeah, so stop the stall warning horn.
Yeah, maybe a little higher.
There you go.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a descent going on, right?
Okay.
Now if I tell you let's transition, let's do it like a go around, okay? And so you go full power. Flaps 20. Right rudder. Airspeed builds up. You have airspeed for climb, pitch for climb. There you go. Hold it stable for a few seconds. You see it starts climbing? Good.
Yeah, and now
Flaps
flaps 10.
Exactly. Okay. See how that pitch change? Yeah, don't let it change. Good. Okay. And you have VY and you're still climbing. Flaps up. Don't let that pitch change. Good. That's what a go-around feels like.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try that again. I think I was just like so preoccupied with the yaw.
I know.
Like my right leg is hurting.
Wait till you fly a multi-engine airplane, dude. You know, your leg will literally shake.
Oh no.
It's so much pressure when you practice single-engine operations in a multi-engine airplane. Your right leg shivers.
Oh, why can't we have like rudder trim for this?
Because nothing can be so easy. All right, let's level up.
That's right. Okay, leveling off at 3,500. Okay, I'm gonna slow down again now.
Let's turn away from the mountains.
That's a good idea.
So give me a right turn. Right turn.
Oh, right turn.
Yeah, there's traffic over there. So.
Turn.
All right, so let's practice this like setting up for a descent.
Yeah.
In a power off stall, and instead of doing the stall, we'll just do it like a go around. So you practice that procedure.
In the turn?
No,
okay.
Not in the turn. No. We'll just establish a descent. Descend at 70.
Okay.
And then we'll act like we're going around. So we'll do full power, flaps 20.
Okay.
Pitch for climb.
Roll out on the coast?
Yep, that'll work.
Okay. Cool. Establish a descent.
Okay. Power back. 1500. Below 110. See how the nose is dropping with the power reduction? Don't let it drop.
So what you said is like I should reduce the power, keep it steady, and only then pitch it down. Like
when you decide to do it.
Okay.
Okay, you got the power back. Put flaps 10.
We are good, and we are flaps 10.
Okay, don't let the nose pitch up on you. Good. And then you establish a descent. Good.
Okay, we are
white
entering
arc.
the white arc, so flaps 20.
Flaps 20. Hold that pitch. Very good. And full flaps.
And full flaps over VY.
Very good. And then trim it out. Good. That's how you establish a descent to a landing, right? Except in the pattern you actually turn and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hey, actually looks pretty good.
Pretty decent. All right. So let's practice what it's like to start climbing again with like a normal climb.
Oh,
so
just from here, right?
yeah, from here. So full power. Hold the pitch.
Whoa!
Yep. Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Good. Hold that pitch stable. low, peak at your airspeed, you have airspeed to climb, pitch up, wait for climb, it climbs, flaps 10, and watch the pitch. Good, hold it stable, VY still climbing.
VY flaps up.
Good. See how it helps to hold that nose stable?
Yeah.
Lot better, good job.
Okay.
And let's climb back up to 3,500.
I'm at 3,500.
And my controls.
Your controls?
So how did it feel?
I think I always underestimate how much torque the engine generates on the airframe.
Yeah.
And I am preoccupied with the rudder, and I forgot to just control the pitch when the power came in. So it kind of stayed there, but like it pitched up. So I'm gonna be mindful of that in the next iteration.
Good.
I'm gonna just get rid of this for a second.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I want you to fly with it. Because it is awkward, it is weird. And that's why we want you to fly with it so you get used to it.
Okay.
Okay. The only reason I keep it this way is because I don't want, you're mainly flying the airplane, I don't want you to interfere with yours.
Okay.
So, but you should fly with it. It takes time to get used to it. Like a foreign object in your leg.
My leg is sweating.
I know.
It's the same leg as the rudder.
You can keep it on your left leg if you want.
I guess.
Alright, you want to try it again?
I'll do that, yes. Just go around?
Yeah, I want you to practice just that procedure, because that procedure doesn't change. Whether you're recovering from a stall or a go around or whatever, the procedure is the same. So to do it with a stall is a lot, right? You're doing the stall and also doing all that. So just get that procedure down. It's going to help you for a go around. It's going to help you for slow flight and stall recovery, everything. Okay, and you're also kind of learning to get it onto a target airspeed for landing. So. Alright, cool. Let's do it again.
Do it again.
No controls.
My controls.
No controls.
Alright, first of all, reducing power, holding pitch stable, and...
Yep. And so just pull the power back, peek at your RPM real quick, don't take too long, and flaps 10.
And flaps 10.
And then don't let it pitch, up or down. Yeah, it's pitching up, don't let it. Okay, and then white arc.
White arc.
Pitch it forward for a descent now. If you want to descend, let's keep a target of 70.
70, okay.
Yep, let's keep a target of 70. So if I tell you 70, you want to pitch it down. That'll increase your airspeed, so that's application of slow flight. There you go. Add a little bit of power. Very good.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay,
Flaps full.
In the descent, the flaps full.
And trim it out for 70.
And we are
right.
Going down a little.
What do? Pitch. So I want you to establish a 70 knot descent. So add pitch down, add a little bit of power. Otherwise you have to pitch excessively down, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So just control that. There you go. Good. Awesome. All right.
Okay. Go around now.
Yep. Full power, hold that pitch, yaw.
The
good.
Pitch,
Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
You have airspeed to climb, pitch for climb. Good.
For VY.
It's climbing. Flaps.
Flaps 10.
Watch the pitch. Very good. And flaps up.
And flaps up.
Watch the pitch again. Good. Much better. Much better. Good job. And just keep the climb going up to 3,500. There's traffic off the coast, 400 feet below, so get away from it by climbing. My controls.
Your controls. I don't see any of them.
Right, they're gone behind us. You can point back to Half Moon Bay. Right, cool. Okay, so now with that practice, let's do a power off stall.
Yeah.
And you get to do, again, the same 70 knot descent. And this time we'll do the stall and then the stall recovery. Same thing, right?
Okay.
Okay, your controls.
The controls.
Your controls.
Okay, first of all, we're going to slow it down. Reduce power.
Okay, put flaps in.
We're good.
You're already in the white arc, full flaps,
Okay.
and pitch down right away because you're already at 75 there. There you go. You want to intercept at 70 knots. Hold the pitch stable, add a little bit of power. I want you to think about, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to establish a 70 knot descent with flaps. So I've got my pitch, I need probably more power, add the power. And then trim it out, stabilize it.
Okay, I think we're
Awesome. Alright, let's establish a power off stall.
Power off stall. Okay, everything is good. I'm going to pull power back and pull back on the yoke.
And hold the nose right there, stable. Increasing back pressure, stable nose. Good, good. There's the stall.
Forward.
Don't pitch it, huh? Don't pitch it that far forward, down. No need to. Just pitch it right below the horizon, that's enough.
Establishing a climb. Ups. And the VY flaps up. Have I waited too long to apply power? Because I
my
kind
controls,
of
yeah.
your controls. I kind of made like the forward pressure part a separate step.
A separate step than the power. Yeah,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. It should be simultaneous. Because what happens if you apply that much forward pressure with that power, the nose is going to pitch down that
Right,
much.
yeah.
Which you don't need to.
I mean, it was counterintuitive to do, but I wanted to like have these two things separate as they are in the material.
Right. So
I'll try to do it more organically next time.
yeah, it's like, you know, the primary recovery from a stall is with pitch. That's immediate.
Right.
Even if you didn't add the traffic 12 o'clock high inside,
Yeah.
even if you did not add the power, you would have still recovered from the stall. And so you should understand that by pitching down, you're recovering from the stall. By adding the power, that's a secondary step of the recovery. It reduces your altitude loss. Because if you didn't add the power, you're going to start diving, right?
Yeah, that's right. Part of it is, though, I feel that like the airplane falling down does enough, imposes enough nose down attitude that like my adding more input only makes it worse.
No, so what happens is, you know, if you add power, the nose is going to pitch up. Right?
Oh, there is that, yeah.
And so you are counteracting that.
Okay, so I think it'll make more sense if I do both of them
You want me to show you one? Just
I think it was what I was doing yesterday. Actually, I remember doing this on purpose. But like today, I was watching the video and I was like, oh, maybe I should like separate these two steps.
Yeah. For understanding, separation is good.
Yeah.
But for actually doing it, it's better to do it together. So here we go. So I bring the pitch up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold the nose stable right there, increasing back pressure, and call out the stall warning. There's the stall warning. And hold it. There's the stall. That's it. That's all you need. You see how it's together?
Very undramatic, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty undramatic. Okay, and I have climbing speed. Pitch up. I'm just releasing tiny bit of forward pressure. It starts climbing, and flaps 10. And again, I'm just releasing a bit of forward pressure, and it's climbing. Hold it, and flaps up. Yeah, it should not be a dramatic event. It's recovery from the stall. You add power, pitch, and flaps. Okay, your controls.
My controls.
Level off 3200.
Leveling up to 3200.
Let's do it one more time. I think they've got the fire under control.
What?
Looks like they've got the fire under control. It seems less.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's right. Everything becomes a lot simpler every time I forget to, like, I remember to not net grip.
Yeah. Exactly. Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so slowing down, holding pitch, holding attitude, 10, keeping it there. Okay, white arc, flaps full, and I'm going to establish a descent at 70. Getting a little bit of power maybe. And trimming it out. Okay.
Good, that is beautiful. Well done.
Descent configuration.
Okay.
Do you want a power off stall?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Be an idiot. Power off and pull back. There. Put it there. Ooh. It's 20.
And
Lifting a
you
climb.
should put your hands back on the throttle as practice, as procedure.
Okay. And
don't death grip the yoke, just feel the pressure. Just feel the pressure between the thumb and the forefingers.
FVY flaps full and we're back to 3200. That was a lot more of a loss of altitude than I wanted to have.
That's fine. There is no, in a power off stall demonstration like that, there is no criteria of altitude loss. You generally want to minimize altitude loss, but there's nothing that causes you to fail a maneuver for altitude loss. Okay. One thing I want you to do is when you're holding the yoke, don't grip it with your fingertips all the way, because that can cause you to death grip. Just kind of leave your fingers open when you're doing the maneuver. That way you're forced to feel the pressure only between the thumb and the forefinger.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so try it like that and just feel the pressures.
Okay.
What happens when you go flaps up is the nose wants to pitch down, right? And because you have forward pressure at that point, because of all the power, you're actually going to release some forward pressure. So it's just releasing forward pressure instead of actually applying back pressure.
Okay.
Okay? Cool. Let's try it one more time.
Yeah, let's try one more time.
Okay, flaps 10.
Flaps 10. Here we go.
And then white arc, full flaps.
White arc, full
and
flaps,
pitch down right.
Pitch down to establish a 70. And something like that. Power. Okay, trim it out.
Great.
Okay.
Cool, let's do it.
Power and pull back.
And hold, stop the nose from moving up. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There's the stop.
Ups 20. And for VY.
The nose is oscillating, don't let it. Okay. Ups up one more notch. You feel it's just relaxing the forward pressure, actually applying back pressure. Yeah, good. Flaps up. Alright, let's level off. That was better. That was better.
Really?
Yeah.
Felt
Because
messier.
It felt messier, but what I was watching is your pitch control.
Yeah.
You didn't let the nose pitch down too far forward, and when you applied the power, the nose did not oscillate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Does the nose keep oscillating, or is it stable? So the nose stayed stable, and then you let it into a climb, and it was stable again. And from that sense, it was good. Okay.
Okay.
When you establish the stall, what I want you to realize is, in a power off stall, you don't have to pitch the nose too high because you're in a descent.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're establishing the pitch for a power off stall, just about here, this pitch attitude will establish the stall. Yeah,
Okay.
that's enough, right? So if I do flaps 10, let me show it to you one more time. So if I establish my descent, okay, and everything is nice and set, okay, so what's the pitch attitude I bring it to do the stall? That's it. Just hold it right there. Just hold it stable. And eventually you'll hear the stall warning horn. It just takes a little longer, but you just hold that pitch right there. There's a stall. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
You can do that. I know. Yeah, airspeed for climb, pitch.
Good. Go ahead. Just to go.
What is happening?
Okay, so that is called squelch control.
Yeah.
If you push that button, you see it says SQ.
Yeah.
I just heard a call on 121.5, and I couldn't really hear it properly. It was kind of cutting in and out.
Oh, so you were wondering if it was your squelch setting that was wrong?
No, it's not squelch setting. This is automatic squelch. So if you deactivate automatic squelch, you can hear everything. This is like dead radio. So when a radio call comes in and it's kind of choppy, you turn off the squelch, you can hear everything. So that choppy call, you'll hear it. Okay. The reason I did that, I was like, I don't know if that's related to an emergency, because as we got here, I heard something, and it was kind of choppy. So that's the only reason I kind of turned it off to see anybody transmit anything. All right, cool. All right, you want to try it one more time?
Oh yes, yes, please.
Your controls.
Yeah, my controls.
Your controls.
Hey, we're sorry, we're 35.
So just read the knobs, right? So right now what you did is you just adjusted the volume. When you do this is volume control.
Okay.
So don't mess with that. It'll mess the settings up. So just read the knob. You're not sure there's altitude.
Okay.
Tis not available.
All right.
All right, honey.
Cool. Let's slow down to 1500 without letting it touch flaps 10. Publish a descent at 70 flaps full. Okay, seems pretty happy. A little slow, a little more power. Here we go. Power off stall?
Yep.
Power off stall, okay. Cut out the power and hold pitch like
It needs increasing back pressure.
Yeah.
All out the stall warning.
All out the stall warning. Okay. It's 20. Publish a climb. 70 flaps 10. And VY flaps in.
All right.
We started at what, 3500? 34?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Okay.
All right, cool. Give me a right turn.
Right turn.
Go right.
Right.
Roll right. You know this lighthouse?
I think I've been there, yeah.
Pigeon Point Lighthouse.
I'm gonna try and level out at 3500 in the turn.
When I'm doing maneuvers in this area,
Watsonville traffic, White Skyhawk Base Flight 16 is 10 miles northeast of the airport, straight in for a full stop on 20 Watsonville. Transmitting 121.5.
oops. So yeah, I try not to go too far south, so that's my landmark.
Okay.
Otherwise you'll see you'll get too far away. Level off, pull the power back. All right, let's do a power on stall.
Power on stall.
On.
On, yeah.
On. Okay, cool. You have a beautiful cloud to look at right there.
That's great.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right.
I guess
Apamco
that
done.
counted as a clearing turn.
Clearing turn. We have a nice outside reference.
We do. We're gonna altitude is altitude and attitude are stable. We're gonna slow down.
Okay. All right. Good. And today let's try full power and see what that's like.
Full power.
On the power on stall. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow it down. No flaps. Right. Watch their reference, keep it straight. It's yaw it slightly to the right. You pull the power, start applying back pressure to slow it down and maintain altitude. Up higher, higher, keep going higher. It's a continuous pitch up. There you go, that's how you slow it down. You can release the back pressure.
Yeah.
Good. Stall warning is about to come on. As it does. Yep. Keep holding back pressure. There it is. Alright, let's do a power. So pitch up. And up, higher pitch, right there. Hold it right there. Don't let it yaw. You have a beautiful cloud right there. Hold it straight. Hold that pitch attitude. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 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 There's the buffeting about to happen. Right rudder. There you go. There's the stall. That's it. Can you feel that buffet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And so,
stall warning.
Yeah, watch the yaw.
Yeah.
And your power is already full now, so it's just holding it below the horizon.
That's right.
You see how it's dipping to the right? So that is the right rudder, so back off of it. That's it. You have climbing speed again. And level off. Alright.
Yeah, let me try that again.
Yeah, power back. Remember to pull the power back to a Apamco. I think you're death gripping it again a little bit. I can feel the, the movement back and forth. That happens when you don't have a feel of the airplane. All right, cool. All right.
Okay.
Doing okay?
Yeah, pretty good.
You see how high your pitch?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That was about 25 degrees of pitch.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Like it felt like it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was definitely more than yesterday.
Yeah, so the more power you have, it's going to be a higher pitch.
Okay.
All right, there's traffic, 12 o'clock, similar altitude, 12 to 11 o'clock. So let's kind of turn away from that. So let's turn right a little bit. All right. All right, let's roll out. And you have another whiff of cloud way up there, which you can use.
What's the sea? I don't see it.
No, I don't see it.
Half of this lesson is me going, I don't see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna line up. I think this cloud is
use
better.
that streak?
Yeah.
You could use the intersection of the two contrails.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, now do you see you've slowed down unintentionally? And don't let that happen. So see where your power is? It's at 1900, it's causing you to slow down. So make sure when your hand is down the throttle, set the power, and then don't mess with it. Hold it stable. Good.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Now I'm going to slow it down on purpose.
Yep. Pressure release.
Traffic.
Firm. Okay. Call out the stall warning. I need you to call out the stall warning.
Stall warning.
Okay.
Full power.
Rudder. Wings level.
The warning is yelling at this point.
There you go. There.
Buffeting.
There it is. There it is.
And there it goes.
All right.
It yelled more than I wanted at the end, but it was like staying stable most of the time.
Control the airplane. All right. We'll talk about that in a second. All right. What happens when you have full power is there's so much energy from the engine.
Yeah.
It's in some sort of a climb. So your angle of attack is right on the edge.
Yeah.
And to exceed it, you just need to apply a little bit of more back pressure and it'll get exceeded. So you saw how I came onto the yoke and applied a little more back pressure?
Yeah.
Okay, that increased the pitch the tiniest bit and you felt the buffet and the stall.
Yeah.
So when you reach that point where you think this thing is not reaching the stall and it's kind of staying stable,
Just pull it back a little more.
tiny bit and you're going to get it.
Okay.
Okay? Well, the other thing I want you to do is call out the stall warning. This builds the habit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to line up with those two. Actually, it was like so pitched up that I couldn't see
intersection. But you could see, but you could still judge the yaw, right? As long as you have your reference.
Yeah, I think like yaw was better until it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's. So now you see the pitch attitude is high. So what I want you to do is when you're recovering, finish your recovery, right? So recover back to a PAMCO. Otherwise, the airplane is going to do something which you don't want.
Yeah. Okay.
So the nose was pitched up and we were in a climb and all that. So make sure you get back to cruise configuration, which is 2100 level and not climbing the setting. Let's get back to 35.
35, should I get away from the mountain?
Yeah, let's get away from the mountain.
And left or right, your choice.
Let's do left.
Turn. Left a descending turn.
Let's do one more and then head home.
Okay.
Alright, that's good. We have a contrail again. Lots of contrails today in the sky. Beautiful.
Okay, 3500.
Frequency.
Okay. Traffic seems clear. I have a reference point to right, bang on there.
Okay.
There's two crossing over there. Look at that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to slow it down, hold the pitch stable.
Don't pull the bar back too much.
Yeah.
It'll slow down too quickly. Okay. Use the trim.
Stall warning is on.
Good.
I'm going to apply full power now.
Right rudder, wings level.
Right rudder wings leveled and pitch attitude is up.
And hold it steady.
Now stalling it. There's the
There it
buffet and there's the stall.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Good. Hold it steady.
Hold it steady and then
You see how as it drops, it starts to yaw to the right?
it really does.
Okay, that's when you know you got to back off that right rudder.
Okay.
That's what's causing it to yaw because as you, well, I'll let you finish off. As you pitch down on the recovery, you don't need that right rudder.
Yeah, that's right.
So but as it pitches down, back off, it's almost like applying left rudder.
For a second there, I was like, what is causing that? But then I realized that only too late.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm leveling back off at 3500.
All right, good job. Let's turn right towards, actually, where are we? Let's head towards Crystal Springs.
Crystal Springs?
Yep.
Okay.
So turn right towards Crystal Springs and...
Right, and turning right. Maintaining 3500, is that okay?
Yep, maintain 3500, put the power back up. And let's go to Crystal Springs, get ATIS. Let's put 2300 RPM, otherwise it's going to take us a long time to get there. Let's speed it. Let's do 19. That's about 95 knots. So speed it up. So pitch it lower for a higher airspeed. That's it. Now the speed is built up. Pull the power back. Let's do about 2300 RPM. That's good. Beautiful. Alright, let's pick up ATIS. Tom 2. flip-flop. Good.
San Carlos Tower information, Victor, time 2047 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 900, altimeter 3020, expect visual approach, runway 30 in use. Use caution, multiple cranes in the vicinity of the class Delta. Taxiway mic between Golf Hangar and Taxiway Lima is closed. Runway 3012, VATSI out to service until further notice. Advise on initial contact and information, Victor.
I'm gonna go one more time.
Yep.
San Carlos Tower information, Victor, time 2047 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 900, altimeter 3020, expect visual approach, runway 30 in use. Use caution, multiple cranes.
Okay, we have 3020 with information Victor. Okay.
Okay, so that is set.
So should I climb back up to 3500?
Yes.
Okay.
So when the altimeter's setting changes, it might not be perfect, then you fix it, climb or descend. Right, let's switch over to tower. Flip-flop, and then on the COM2 side, keep ground on the active side. You see how ATIS is on the active side? So just keep ground on the active side.
Oh, sorry.
So press the flip-flop, another flip-flop, this one.
Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah. And then go back up. Yeah, the reason for that is if the same person is doing ground and tower, you will see RX on both.
Yeah.
That way you know that that's what's going on.
Ooh.
All right, so you see you're slowing down?
Yeah, so and descended a little bit.
Okay, so you were trying to fix the altitude, so once you fix it, make sure you level off, finish the procedure, finish your level off procedure, pitch, set the power, and trim it. That's it. Good. Get it all stable again, otherwise the airplane will start doing something which you don't want.
Okay.
All right, good. And where's San Carlos?
Here the salt, well, it's like
Right there.
right there.
Okay, what you can also do to get an idea is hit nearest.
Oh, nearest, that's right.
Scroll to San
7
Carlos.
miles. Yeah.
Yeah, so scroll to San Carlos, use the big knob, and hit direct to, enter, and enter again. That's it,
Okay.
now it tells you where it is.
Oh, that's cute, look at that. All right.
Okay. So when you're coming back to the airport and you're not sure visually where it is, you can use that to guide you.
That's great.
Lost a couple of 100 feet while doing that, right?
What?
So we lost a couple of 100 feet while doing
Yeah,
that, right?
I'm compensating for
Okay.
that right now.
Which is normally you would. Right now though, it's okay because we need to descend anyway, because remember I told you the airspace is 3,000 on the other side of 280, right? Bravo airspace.
Oh, yeah.
So what I do is if I'm above 3,000, after I cross the ridge line, I point towards San Carlos and I start a nice stable descent.
Okay, so I'm going to clear right,
Clear right,
turn right, and establish a little descent over here.
stable 500 feet per minute descent, roll out towards the heading to San Carlos, and then keep the descent stabilized. Don't descend too quickly, there's no need to.
Okay.
Keep it at a nice 500 feet per minute descent. Do you see the airport?
City airport.
Great. Alright, so then plan to
Line up
call
with you.
San Carlos.
Okay.
It'll be San Carlos Tower, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30.
For Crystal Springs at 3,000.
3,000 full stop with Victor.
With Victor.
And then the readback will be the cross midfield, all that stuff, okay? So try to get it.
Okay. San Carlos Tower, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30 over Crystal Springs at 2,900 with Victor for a full stop.
Bay Flight 30, San Carlos Tower, cross overhead at above 1,200 for right downwind runway 30.
I didn't get that at all. Cross overhead.
It's the same thing that we've spoken about. Cross overhead at about 1,200 for right downwind 30 Bay Flight 30.
From at or above 1,200?
At or above 1,200 Bay Flight 30. It's the same procedure we spoke about. And so they're fast on the radio, but that's where the knowledge and the expectation kind of kicks in. That's what they said, is I know that procedure, that's what they said. Could you not understand anything that she said?
I understand this Bayflight 30 cross overhead, and then like it's all like.
And then, okay, if that happens, what should you say? What should you ask them to do?
Say again.
Say again, Bayflight 30. Okay, and then let them say it again. Okay.
Okay.
So don't be afraid of asking them to say again.
Okay.
Oh. Right, now when you're over these homes, don't get too, yeah, go ahead.
Shouldn't we cross over, enter above 1200?
Enter above 1.2.
Okay,
so now you see you have just 900 feet left, we still have a fair distance to go, and we're descending rather quickly, so I would pitch it up, and we're kind of fast. So arrest your descent rate. No, don't reduce the power. Don't reduce the power. Keep the power in.
Bayflight 30, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, Bayflight 30.
Runway.
Runway 30.
Alright. Okay, when you're descending and you want to arrest your descent rate, you pitch it up a little bit. Speed will come automatically under control. And if you reduce the power, you will lose airspeed and you'll sink.
Start sinking, yeah.
So yeah, that's how you should keep the descent rate shallow. Good.
Okay.
If you adjust your descent rate the correct way, it's a nice smooth descent. By the time you cross overhead, you'll be just above 1.2, and we are continuous descent down to 800.
Okay. That's a little choppy.
Yep, it is a little choppy.
Okay, it's looking better. What airspeed should I be targeting at this
14,
point?
runway 30, taxi to
You're perfect. This is cruise airspeed, so you just keep it at that. Once you're on downwind, it's back to 2100 RPM, kind of where we set it for PAMCO. Same thing, 2100, right about 90 knots.
Okay, so are we reporting overhead now?
Garland Tower, Malibu 350, Victor Bravo.
She already cleared us to land, right?
With Victor,
so you don't have to now, yes. It overrides.
90 Fox, St. Carlos Tower, runway 30, clear to takeoff.
90 Fox, clear for takeoff.
350, Victor Bravo, St. Carlos Tower, enter right base, runway 30.
Right base, 30.
Okay, so I would...
Look at that, we're crossing overhead at 1200, bang on.
Exactly.
Hey, it's awesome. I want to slow down, so I should reduce power, right?
Yep. Pull the power back to about 1500, adjust the pitch, that'll slow you down. Keep the descent rate nice and stable. And we give a little bit of space to the runway. Now turn right onto a downwind, clear right.
Right, and turning right, descending turn.
Yeah, keep it at 1500.
250, Victor Bravo, runway 30, clear land, number 2, following a Skylane, midfield, right downwind.
30, clear to land, number 2, 350, Bravo.
Same procedure as we were doing now. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Hold the pitch. You're already in a descent, so you don't have to do anything about descending again.
No.
Alright, good job. My controls.
Your controls.
My controls. Right, landing light on.
Landing light on.
That's undercarriage mixture prop seatbelts.
Flaps full. So now that's the descent at 70 knots.
Yep. You see how this matches up?
Yep. Yeah, I really see it now.
The pitch I was asking you to hold constant, this is what you do right now, is look at the aiming point, which is our numbers, and keep the pitch constant with respect to that. See it? Airspeed stays constant. Alright, watch the end of the runway.
It's a fair amount of rudder work right there.
Yep. It's continuous work.
Bayflight 30, exit the runway, contact ground.
Contact ground, Bayflight 30.
Bayflight 14, runway 30, clear for takeoff, no delay.
Runway 30, clear for takeoff, no delay, Bayflight 14.
after landing checklist. Throttle to 900, pitot heat switch is off, lean for ground operation, flaps are up, elevator trim controlled in takeoff, landing light switch are off, strobe and taxi, well, on and off, com radio, taxi clearance we already obtained. Alright, let's go.
Alright, now, have we obtained radio? No. So she said...
no, they said contact ground.
Contact ground.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to go to COM 2.
Where are you trying to shoot approaches to?
Okay. But now we actually have to ask ground for taxi.
Yeah.
Okay, which you've not had this experience before, right?
No.
So
right.
we have to tell them San Carlos ground, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30, on Kilo, at taxiway Charlie.
Charlie.
Can we amend departure
Taxi to the flight center. Okay, so who you're calling, who you are, where you are, and what do you want. Same thing, okay? On Kilo at Charlie.
Hey, Juliet Alpha, Roger. I understand you want a Woodside departure to Selena.
Say taxi to flight center.
Okay, yeah.
That's what you want. Okay. All right, your controls.
My controls.
That's crosswind taxi correction, so don't let go.
Okay.
Brakes when you take controls.
San Carlos ground, Skyhawk Bay Flight 30 on Kilo at Charlie, taxi to flight center.
Bay Flight 30, San Carlos ground, taxi to flight center via Juliet.
Taxi via Juliet to flight center, Bay Flight 30.
Okay, so then what you can do is just cut across to Juliet, and then take Juliet to the flight center. Clear, right?
And ground, Agent Alpha, can we
You can turn
to the run-up area?
You can turn.
Turn?
So at San Carlos, because it's all tarmac,
Taxi via Juliet and say aircraft type.
there's no requirement
It's 172 is land call.
to follow that line.
30 Juliet.
If it makes sense, follow it. If not, just cut across. It's all right.
San Carlos ground, 350 Victor Bravo, taxi to Silicon Valley Aviation.
Number 350 Victor Bravo, San Carlos ground, taxi to Silicon Valley Aviation via Juliet. Just give way to the Cessna taxiing out to 30.
Taxi to Silicon Valley Aviation via Juliet, and we have that Cessna in sight, 0 Victor Bravo.
Okay, just keep it slightly wide. There's no airplane there. Clear of the golf cart.
Cessna 698, Juliet Alpha Squawk 0342, frequency 135.65.
Okay, we'll park before it, right?
0342, 13565, Agent Alpha.
Okay.
Keep going. No, we'll take the first spot.
We'll take the first one? I gotta get that.
Our policy is to take the furthest one inside. That's it.
Okay. Down checklist, ELT.
You already have 1 to 1.5, right, on the top. But what you did is
right.
fine, but you already had it.
Okay.
So that's
It's
cool.
VLT is silent. Avionics off.